Life is 10% of what we experience and 90% of how we respond to it. Hi, I'm Sheetal. Today I'm going to perform asanas and meditations which will help in providing emotional support and heal us from within. Let's begin with a small breathing exercise. I have sat down in a comfortable position. I'm relaxing my shoulders, shifting them downward away from my ears. I'm placing one hand on the chest and the other one on the stomach and closing my eyes. Now, without straining or pushing, I'm breathing through my nose. I'm feeling the air moving through my nostrils into my abdomen, expanding my stomach and sides of the waist. My chest is relatively still. As I'm exhaling, I can feel my stomach contracting. For best results, we can repeat this exercise as many times as we can. Let's move to our first pose. Our first pose is Vajrasana or the Thunderbolt pose. I'm starting on my fours. Both my palms are shoulder width apart and my knees and feet are hip width apart. I'm keeping my spine neutral. I'm flattening the front of my toes and pointing them back. I'm gently leaning backwards and dropping my buttocks on the heels while I'm resting my palms on the thighs. I'm closing my eyes and focusing on the breath. I'm staying in this pose for 30 seconds to 1 minute. Our second pose is called Adho Mukha Svanasana or the downward facing dog pose. I am beginning on all fours, hands in line, with my wrists and my knees under the hips. Now I'm pressing into my hands, tucking my toes under and lifting my knees, bringing my sitting bones up toward the ceiling. I'm keeping my knees and spine straight and gently pressing my heels down. If you find it difficult, keep a slight bend on your knees and lengthen your spine and tailbone. If pressing heels on the ground is difficult, you can keep your heels slightly off the ground. Press firmly into your hands. Just make sure your weight is distributed evenly between both sides of your body, paying attention to the position of your hips and shoulders. Keep your head in line with your upper arms or with your chin tucked in slightly. I can notice the lengthening of my spine. One can hold this pose for up to 1 minute or for 2 to 4 rounds each. Whenever ready, return to the initial position and then slowly relax in Balasana. The third pose which I am performing is called YASTIKASANA or the stick pose. I'm lying down straight on the mat in a supine position. Now, I'm extending my arms upwards and stretching my legs straight. Make sure there is the least gap between your legs and arms. As I am inhaling, I'm feeling the stretch from my toes to my fingers. Maintain this position for 30 seconds. As I am exhaling, I'm coming back to the starting position. For better results, repeat this exercise 3 to 5 times. Our next pose is SETU BANDHASANA or the bridge pose. I am beginning this position by lying on my back. Next, I am folding my knees and making sure my feet are a hip width distance apart. The distance should be approximately 10 to 12 inches from the pelvis, along with the knees and ankles in a straight line. My arms are beside my body with palms facing downwards. As I inhale, I'm slowly lifting my lower, middle, and upper back off the floor. Now, I'm gently rolling in the shoulders and touching my chest to the chin without bringing the chin down, supporting my weight with my shoulders, arms, and legs. My thighs are parallel to each other and to the floor. You may interlace the fingers and push the hands on the floor to lift the torso a little more up, or even support your back with your palms. Make sure the breathing is normal and slow. We need to hold this position for 30 seconds to 1 minute for better results. As I am exhaling, I'm gently releasing this pose. The fifth pose which I will be showing you is Sarvangasana or the shoulder stand pose. I'm beginning this pose by lying on my back. I'm breathing in and breathing out. And then lifting up both my legs upwards and stopping them at a 90-degree angle from the floor. As I'm exhaling, I'm lifting my waist and pushing my legs back over my head. I'm using both my hands to support my waist. I'm getting my legs, back, and waist in one straight line. I'm stretching my toes towards the sky while keeping my eyes on my toes. I'm holding this position for some time, keeping my breathing normal. I'm slowly getting back to my initial position by bending my knees slowly and relaxing. For better results, repeat this exercise 3 to 4 times. The sixth and final pose I'm performing is called HALASANA or the Plough pose. To begin this pose, I'm lying on my back with my arms beside me and my palms facing downwards. As I'm inhaling, I'm slowly lifting my feet off the floor using my abdomen muscles. I'm letting my legs reach at an angle of 90 degrees from the floor. Make sure your breathing is gentle and support your hips and back with your hands and lift them off the floor. In a gentle sweep, I'm taking my legs over my head till the toes touch the floor behind my head. Exactly like in Sarvangasana, I'm making spine perpendicular to the shoulder. Hold this pose for 30 seconds to 1 minute. I can feel my body relaxing with every breath. Though this might seem to be a difficult pose to do at first, it generally gets better after a few attempts. It's time to come back to my normal position. If you're just starting with Halasana, then you should do it once. But if you are experienced, you can try to do it 3 to 5 times. Let's finish our session with beautiful pranayama. I'm sitting in Sukhasana or the easy pose. I'm closing my eyes and breathing deeply. Now, I'm closing my ear flaps with my thumbs. Next, I'm placing my index finger just above my eyebrows and the rest of my fingers over my eyes. Now, I'm applying gentle pressure on the sides of my nose. It's time to concentrate the mind on the area between the eyebrows. As I keep my mouth closed, I'm breathing out slowly while humming the sound of Om. Repeat this process 5 times. While doing this beautiful pranayama, assume that you're being connected to all the positive energies of the universe. Every minute spent doing yoga is a minute well spent. On this happy note, this is Sheetal taking your leave. Until we meet next, keep growing, keep glowing.